Hello, I am Jeff Williams, President of MediCall Philippines. I'm here to, give you a little information and update on the healthcare information outsourcing industry. Business process outsourcing has many angles and many colors, and I think what most people relate to most is the contact center portion of it, and the section that is now growing the most would be the business processing, the outsourcing of particular functions. First thing a company is going to have to do is they've got to look at their overall procedures, and most companies internally, these are very large disparate services that they may encounter across multiple offices across whatever country or countries that they operate in. Once they can go on and get a good handle on the streamlining their process and look at it, then they got the option to say, are all of these processes a core competency to our corporation? If they are not a core competency, but still a very valuable, obviously every aspect of your business is valuable, then you've got the option to look out to, is there other alternatives that we can look at for outside labor to do that function for us? And you certainly will see benefits of a company such as my own, such as MediCall. We focus primarily on utilization management and medical clinical outsourcing functions for other insurance companies or our largest players. This allows them to focus more on their actuary aspects and insurance aspects, while we can take over some of the clinical things that are for them are different reasons. There's different motivators as to why you would want to look to outsourcing. One may be a labor resource issue, which is something that's very big in the U.S. right now. We know that there's, you can see in the news a lot about doctor and nursing shortages that are occurring. Certainly not anything we have a shortage of here in the Philippines. Actually, we have overabundance of very talented nurses and doctors. And we would like to use them. What my company does is utilize them to help you in your needs on a clinical aspect. What you may look at, an example would be utilization management. Utilization management is generically, you basically just review and overlook a needs analysis on, is there care that's being offered, is it proper care, does it follow the proper guidelines, is it within the specifications that are determined by the states. Different states have different specifications. Very time consuming, very laborious type work we don't mind doing at all, and we have set very distinct processes and protocols in place to ensure that the work that we do for you would follow those protocols. I think the largest challenge in outsourcing or offshoring anything is going to be the training and education to get the people to understand the work they need to do for you. They need to understand, one, your company culture, or even your country culture for that matter. Once understanding that, that's the people they're going to be interacting with, then we have to get into the actual nuts and bolts of the procedures itself. That's usually not the biggest challenge, simply because you already have processes and you hire new people yourself, so you must train them. You're just doing the same thing for us. A lot of times what you may not know on the back end is we'll be doing extensive training, sometimes upwards of a month or so, just teaching them about the U.S. healthcare system, how it interacts, these things that go into work. And in some cases I can make very valid arguments that our nurses here may know more about it than your nurses, simply because we don't assume they know anything. We assume they know nothing, so we teach them everything from the ground up. Whereas sometimes if you're working with a native person in their native country, you may make false assumptions that simply because they live there, they may know how things operate. I think the important thing is that we're seeing a lot of growth in these sectors. The call centers has gotten all the attention, all the pressure, because obviously we've taken the #1 position, and rightfully so. I think that the language skills here, that's well deserved and well earned. And now you're going to see the next wave coming up, and that's this BPO sector. And these are the, they say BPO, KPO, XPO, whatever the acronyms you want to use for it. But that's where the big challenges lie, and that's where the big opportunities lie, I should say. If you think you can do it, is really what you want to think about. I came here almost 9 years ago. We started with 3 nurses. We're a little shy of 1,000 now today, and we're purely clinically focused. And I am just one of many companies that are very much going down the same routes. So it's not just nurses. I think you can look for accountants, you can look for lawyers, you can. There's so many specialized services that you can look to. And again, to look at your companies, what you have to offer, and what's your core competency that you for sure is your secret sauce that we understand you don't let out the door, but there's so many ancillary things that support that, and that's what I think you want to look to if you want to look to an outsourcing.